back, everybody, to Crazy Tech Reviews. And in today's video, or episode, whatever you want to call it, I am going to be cleaning up and restoring this old mobile television, basically. This was made in 2001, I think, September 1999, okay, so a year or 2 years earlier. It comes with a built-in cathode ray tube, and it comes with this little antenna, of course, for radio and television, but the television doesn't work anymore because we switched to digital transmission for television since 1999 instead of using analog, which we still use for radio, so that's why the radio part still works. As you can tell, here's the tuner. There allows you to tune for both television and radio. It's kind of stiff. I might want to put some deoxin in there. That could be something we can do. Also, it's dirty as heck. There's scuffs everywhere, and some more scuffs, dust. And if you look here, here's the battery compartment. It takes like 12. It takes 12 C batteries, which are uncommon batteries, so I just use it through AC power here. And also on the back we have our positioning controls and whatever else. So, why don't we go ahead and get started with this little television project. Okay, so first I'd quickly like to mention, I'm not sure if this TV here has any electronic problems, so I won't be taking the case off for all of those of you who are interested about what's inside this thing. Mainly all this is going to be is a cleanup here and some cleaning work. So yeah. That's a bit of a disclaimer for those of you who are looking forward to seeing the technical standpoint of this machine or whatever. So, now let's get started. Okay, so first off, the cleaning supplies I'm using is pretty much what you should have. You should have paper towels like these. These are just generic paper towels like you can buy at your supermarket. So that's one thing you need. Definitely need them, or you can't do it. So also, you want to make sure you have some rubbing alcohol, as I have here. This is just normal 70% rubbing alcohol, and it's pretty generic. You can buy it at the supermarket as well. Also pretty essential for cleaning. And then lastly, you want Goo Gone. This is used to get stuff that's Okay, so now it's time to start the cleaning process. I'm just going to start with some rubbing alcohol and this paper towel here. And yeah, so basically then we're just going to take this and rub it on the machine. Okay, so then all it takes from there is just a lot of scrubbing. As you can tell here, even some of these lighter things which turned out to be scratches even took a while to scrub, and some of the actual scuffs did take forever to scrub as well, even with rubbing alcohol, and that's like the best thing to use. Baking soda I don't really prefer for this because it eats away at the texture, and Goo Gone won't work well. So stick with rubbing alcohol when you're doing things like this. Okay, so I just decided to include this time lapse to show you all the scrubbing I did, and it goes by pretty fast on camera, but in real life this took like forever. So it was probably at least a total of 20 minutes of scrubbing here I was doing on this machine while you were just watching in about a 38 or so second time lapse. But yeah, that is all the cleaning I have done on this thing. I was noticing on here when I started scrubbing is that this must actually be made out of ABS plastic, because in some areas like here you can actually notice it's starting to yellow a little bit. Now I personally don't really care too much about yellowing. I mean, if you look here, I have this Mac Plus here. This thing is really yellow, but it doesn't bother me at all, so I just let it go. So there is not going to be any retro brighting. I mean, I might eventually do like a retro writing tutorial on something that I don't really care too much about getting messed up, because I don't really like taking apart this old stuff, and especially like stripping this thing down to like the bare case. That's not something I'm willing to do yet. So that is why I'm not going to worry about the yellowing on. Well, I have finally gotten this little guy all cleaned up, at least the best I can with what I have for now. And I'm pretty impressed. It looks better than it did before. Still got a bit of off or discoloration in some places. Like, you can really tell that this has yellowed over time, because here's the original color of it right here, and here's the other sort of color of it. That, or this is not ABS plastic like the rest of this is. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching this video on the restoration of this little guy, and in the next episode I'm going to be doing a review of this little thing, which is going to be kind of short, of course, because this can't do so much nowadays that it come back in the 90's or the 80's, or, well, 90's obviously. 90's, early 2000s for this guy. I'm sure there's some other portable TVs like this that were made even before that. So I'd like to thank you all for watching this little quick episode of Crazy Tech Reviews, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.